People, welcome on another week, another video! Cool! Cool. Language 876. Boom, people, wagwan. So, listen up. This week we're doing part 2 of the revision. Also, I'm going to give you guys 10 important phrases or words in Spanish. Not the top 10. 10 important phrases. 10 important words. And this is from the top of my head. Cool. So, before we start, ensure that you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Now, reflexive verbs. How do we identify a reflexive verb? Easy. When an AR, ER, or IR verb finishes with an SE, that is how you identify that it is a reflexive verb. So it is reflexive when the subject and the object are the same. Example, I wash myself. Subject, I. Verb, wash. Object, myself. So since the subject and the object are the same, the verb is reflexive. Pay attention. On the other hand, I wash the car. Subject, I. Verb, wash. Object, car. So since the subject and the object are different, the verb is not reflexive. Next example. I scratch myself. Subject, I. Verb, scratch. Object, myself. Subject and object are the same. The verb is reflexive. I scratch the dog. Subject, I. Verb, scratch. Object, dog. The subject and the object are different. The verb is not reflexive. These are called subject pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are not subject pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are me, te, se, nos, os, se. These are reflexive pronouns. With the reflexive verbs, you have to put the reflexive pronoun before the verb. Example. Other examples. Let's conjugate a reflexive verb. Practice, practice, practice. Now for the go verbs. Some people call them yo-go verbs, but I call them go-go verbs. Did you know that with the go-go verbs, there are no AR verbs? No, these are very simple. In the first person, me, I, myself, when conjugating, you add a G before the ending of the verb. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Only the first person changes to go at the end. Okay, example. Many of these verbs are irregular. Bear in mind that some reflexive verbs are stem changing verbs and some go-go verbs are stem changing verbs. Cool. Here are some questions that you could practice with for the go-go verbs. Buenos días, buenas noches, hola. ¿Cómo estás? I am going to tell you guys what I think. What I think. Cool. So the first one you need to know is por favor. Por favor. Please. You don't want to ask for something from somebody and don't say please. Imagine what they would do. No entiendo. I don't understand. Habla inglés? Habla inglés? If you're going to travel, please know the language that you speak. Please know how to say at least that in Spanish. So you can say habla inglés, habla francés, habla alemán, habla portugués. Simple. Disculpe. Disculpe. It's the same thing as lo siento. Yo quiero. Yo quiero. Quiero una cerveza. So I want a beer. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? No se preocupe. Don't worry. No se preocupe. No se preocupe. Te amo. Te amo. Everybody knows that. Te extraño. Te extraño. Te extraño, baby. Or te necesito. Te necesito. Te necesito, baby. If you're around somebody that sneezes, salute. Anyways, people, thanks for watching again. Let me know what you'd like to know next. Ensure that you comment below and subscribe. I'm out.